What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Sports Exchange. My name is Tyler. This is my co-host Tim, and today we are diving into what went down in the NFL Week 8. But before we do, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. That way, you never miss out on whenever we upload a video. And with all that said, let's get into it right now.
So a lot went down in the NFL this week with two top quarterbacks in this past year's NFL draft going at each other, and it comes down to a Hail Mary, some backlash of a defender mocking the crowd,
Number 29.
and then looking like an idiot because he's the one that deflected the pass to go to the wide open receiver in the end zone.
Has to make a public apology.
Oh my gosh.
God, what a Bears fan.
Yeah, but we're not going to start with that. We're going to start with what everyone is talking about, and that is Anthony Richardson tapping out on a third down in the third quarter, down 10 against the Houston Texans, a division rival that you were competing against for that division. And he's an athlete. He's 3?
Yes.
It's mid-season. I know he's just coming off an injury with this, whatever, I can't even remember what it was. Leg?
Something.
Yeah, something with the leg. But.
Nothing has to do with the
Oh,
lungs.
no, it's hip.
Yeah, it's still not your lungs.
You can still do cardio with a hip.
Yep.
You can still do workouts with a hip. There should be no excuse. This part of the season, you're tapping out on a third down. You were an NFL athlete.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe it was getting to him, like anxiety-wise. I know
he had that long run.
Yeah, which is
And
understandable.
he shrugged that defender off. He avoided a sack. It was a good play. I think it was only a gain of like 1 yard, but
we
scrambled.
We had someone in high school that when he ran the ball, he ran like a bat out of hell, but he'd hold his breath. He admitted to that. And would gas himself. And I'm just wondering if that's almost a thing, him, oh shit, and then not being able to, properly breathe. But as an NFL athlete, mid-season, you should be in tip-top game form. So it was kind of disappointing. Maybe shows a little bit of a lack of character too. I don't see any of these other quarterbacks. Not even Caleb Wilson that was getting his shit kicked in for the first couple of weeks. Williams, sorry, not Wilson. He didn't tap out.
No, he didn't.
And I had never seen a Lions quarterback tap out. I've never, even in all the years of the Lions not being good. That's not this year, but it's weird to see someone. I need one.
I need a break.
Well, because you're not running the ball every time. You are out there for the whole game. That is a thing. But it's mid-season. You should be in tip-top form.
Yeah, you want the quarterback responsibility. The quarterback is out there every play.
So maybe
unless your coach is doing some kind of scheme.
And if I'm correct, because it's the same thing as when we're doing our college
episode
combines, we had oxygen out there.
Oh yeah.
And you cannot tell me that going out there and 2 of that, you're like, I'm ready to go. I'm not even tired.
Yeah.
That's pure that's pure goodness in your lungs. So I don't understand why. I'd kind of like, maybe he's just not feeling it. Maybe.
I don't know.
It's tough. Because I like Anthony Richardson. I do.
But how forgiving would you be if you were a Colts fan and you had your starting quarterback in his second year tap out?
As a Colts fan,
yeah.
I don't know. As a Colts fan, I would look too far into it because he has been injured. But I almost look at it weirdly as a teammate. Like, is that the guy I want to put my trust into?
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe we should go down other avenues. Maybe Flacco was the way to go. He didn't tap out. He's 50.
That's another good point.
Aaron Rodgers, damn near 100, didn't tap out. Might have thrown every interception in the game, but you don't. It's just maybe it's these young athletes. I have no idea. But it was a little disappointing to see. You know, hopefully it's just just couldn't catch his breath. Maybe that might be all it is, and going forward he won't.
I mean, he came back in the next drive, and he never went out again after.
Yeah, but
that,
as third down, you're like that's where you're supposed to be. That's
Yeah.
where you want to be. Like maybe not want to be. Maybe you want to like, damn, I just threw 18 first downs. Or
Yeah.
third down is not where you want to be if you're commanding the offense, but that's where you kind of have to be. That's where a quarterback is almost needed. Call audibles. Like who ended up going in for him? Was it Flacco or was it?
I have no idea who came in because that's not they weren't even talking about the next play. They didn't even talk about the third down play. They were talking about Anthony Richardson leaving.
Yeah.
So and I know they didn't convert on it. I know that.
So I would just maybe it's I don't know. I hopefully it is not.
It's like
too
learn from
far
your
into
mistake
it.
kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
you did it once, we didn't like it. Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
You want to make millions in this organization? Don't do it again unless you're hurt.
Yeah.
But maybe like I said, maybe he held his breath. Maybe he shrugged off. Maybe he caught a little jab in the ribs. Who knows? I'd like to hear from him.
He did. He always said he's tired. He wasn't gonna lie. He was tired.
Maybe he's sick. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, then say that. If he's not gonna lie,
Well,
Say
true,
that.
true. I'm just I don't know.
it's like I wasn't feeling well before the game. He just said, "No, I was tired. There was a lot of running."
Wasn't that much right?
But that's what he said.
I could make third down play.
Okay.
I'm going in for you, coach.
All right, now let's get into the Commanders and Bears game. Williams started really slow in the first half, and the Commanders could move the ball, but they couldn't get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
I think their only touchdown was the last play of the game in the Hail Mary. So, what was the difference for Caleb Williams this week versus Washington?
I-
I was like, because you got to give credit to the Commanders' defense.
Yes.
They scouted the Bears. They figured out how to cover these receivers, switching from man to zone before the play even happens. Getting pressure on a rookie quarterback is always a key to success, and they did just that.
Yeah, they threw different schemes at him, and it kind of like got him like,
Kind of like what Brian Flores.
I almost feel like it made him like go back to like the way he was thinking before he was starting to get protection. So maybe he was like, oh shit, don't touch me, but he
The nightmares are coming back.
but he turned it around. He ended up having a decent game. And they very much would have won that game if, I mean, I just can't believe.
I know. Tyreek Stevenson is the quarterback's name. That was like,
I can't
not
believe
like-
that. Mid-game. Mid-play.
yeah, like he had his back turned, the ball was snapped, and he turned around and he was like, oh. Like, let me get.
Like,
Let me get in this play.
I didn't get to watch this live.
Oh.
So, when I was checking it up, I'm like, this just in. And I was like, I'm like, ooh, because it didn't show it was like as the game just ended. This is just happening. Because it was in between like a commercial or something or halftime, something. It was doing something. And I'm like, ooh, they have a chance to win. And I'm looking at the bottom right of my TV. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And the camera literally was like this. Oh, the quarterback's dancing around. Oh, he's got plenty of time. What the hell is that? Goes back to the quarterback. Oh, he launches. He loads. Shoom. 29 finally gets over there and deflects it right into his hands.
Yeah.
That's
So, like, I get it with emotions. The Bears have scored to take the lead late in the game. 98% of these plays don't work out. So, I see the confidence. I see the valid for reason. But if you're going to taunt the home crowd, you better be damn sure you're not the one that creates the play for the upset.
He should just stay where he was. Honestly.
Yeah, just stay out of play. Like, he literally goes up, and he's the one that has the ball, touch it, bounces right behind him, touchdown.
It just it's karma.
Instant karma.
Like you're the Bears. You're not even top of your division. Like, why are you trying to taunt anyone? You should be worried about finishing the game. Like, it's you should have been covering your mans, a little bit better. Maybe you could have.
His job was just to stand back there, wait for the ball to be thrown, and then go.
They
knock
had
it down.
plenty of time to set up. It was like when you're playing what I don't remember what it's called, but it's Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
You had plenty of time to set up. The quarterback had the hardest job getting in and around. They were being chased. They were trying to get him, and then he finally launched it. And good thing he threw like a skip across the leg because it skipped across the palm. Just right to the middle. It's crazy that it happened like that. But
Yeah.
good job, Commanders. That's way to take advantage of a shitty opportunity or shitty. I just can't believe I seen that and like that was like that's what your mindset went to as a
just talk to the crowd instead of going out there and trying to win the game.
Troy Polamalu would never
No.
ever.
No. All right. The Jets just lost to the Patriots
Yep.
to a third-string quarterback in Jacoby Brissett. Drake May went down with concussion. Still, the Patriots secured the win.
And I hope Rick May is going to be fine going forward. I know it was a nasty hit.
Yeah.
I actually was sorry, Michigan fans was hoping for a Drake May on the Vikings instead of JJ.
I said JJ? Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's who I wanted as a quarterback. I've been watching him for a while. He's pretty decent.
Yeah.
But
I got a chance to meet Drake May. Really cool guy. When I went to the NFL draft in Detroit, and they had the tent where I met Romeo Dunze, Drake May. They had the other. I'm not gonna remember his name. But no, like they had this tent where you can meet these players, and just really down to earth guy, just really nice, humble. Kind of guy that you want to see do well with his career in the NFL, no matter where he's at.
yeah.
And that was Drake May, like to a T. I could say the same thing for Odunze,
Yep.
but he plays for the Bears, so
Sorry.
yeah, I'm not rooting for you.
If you want to leave, we'll gladly give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, even if just somewhere out of the division.
It feels like it's the Bears and the Cowboys. It's like we had a lot
You
of
just
hate
can't.
towards.
You just can't do it.
No, go away.
Just get out of here.
Akis.
But Jets falling to 2-6 now, losing their 5th straight game. Are they out of are they done for the season?
I feel like they have to. You just got a new weapon.
Devontae Adams.
Doesn't help.
It's not the answer. Clearly, because he had 2 games with him now.
You know what could be the answer? Showing up in the off season
Oh!
with your guys.
Yeah, because you know what's not going to work? The little Aaron Rodgers be like, RELAX. Relax. It's not going to work this time.
Relax. I'm gonna retire anyways. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna retire. I don't think he's done yet. I think he will stick around for another season. So I don't think that's how he wants to end his legacy.
I don't think it'll be with the Jets.
Raiders. Who knows?
Depends on if
I
the
think-
Raiders get a quarterback in the draft, Aaron Rodgers shows up for an offseason maybe.
I feel like he could still
That's
compete,
a big if.
but there's turmoil, and not only just it just seems, and it goes back to training camp. I feel like they don't have trust in him. He doesn't have trust in his guys. I like to say it's not all Rodgers, but it seems to be 70-30, 80-25, 85-15, who knows? 80-25.
I just know the problem wasn't Robert Saleh. Right, he still got rid of him.
He just got picked up though, didn't he?
I don't. Yeah, I
I've
heard
seen
something. He was getting an interview, or he got picked up.
I don't know by who, but it's now showing that he was not the problem.
No.
Maybe it was the guy's problem who, when he went over to celebrate with his quarterback, he was like, "Get off me."
No. So the backstory to that is that they always talked about 2 touchdown leads. So 2 touchdown leads, and so Robert Saleh went up there, and everyone's like, "No." And then you can see Aaron Rodgers said 2 touchdown lead.
Before we hug.
Yeah, like work job's not done yet. 2 touchdown lead. He's like, "No, not that."
I can see that, but that job never started, in New York. So
They did that. Yeah, it was one of the games they won. But it's just
I don't know.
one of the two.
If my coach came up and went, "Hey, fucking good pass, man," I'd have given him a hug, whatever.
Yeah.
But
We're not Aaron Rodgers. No.
I'd show up in training camp.
All right. The Browns look like a completely different team with Jameis Winston leading the way at quarterback. What I didn't see coming is a win versus a very good Baltimore team.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that
was a very good game. Very good, exciting fourth quarter.
like. How do you feel, Baltimore, to lose to the Browns?
That was a different team. That wasn't the Browns that we've seen for the last 7
No,
weeks. That was a different Browns team.
that was James.
I know. That's a W.
That's a W. That's a W. I still can't believe I've never seen that until you showed me.
That shocked me.
But didn't the Ravens have someone hurt themselves? They had a key injury. Like his knee went forward.
Offense or defense?
I want to say offense because he was running the ball. I'll have to look back into it. We'll get back to you with that.
Yeah. I'll put it up here.
But no, that was very. It shows the Ravens still aren't as good as.
I know, like every team is vulnerable. It's just the fact of what team is going to expose it.
It's like the NFL is the SEC.
Oh my God.
We just don't know who's going to be there at the end. It could be everyone.
Shoot, 85% of the Philadelphia Eagles are Georgia Bulldogs. It seems like. All right. So, is there any chance for Cleveland to make a push for the playoffs?
They would have to just play out their ass.
They
They would have to pull a Vikings beginning season.
The first 5 games.
First 5 games. They have to do something like that.
Okay.
Is it possible? It's the NFL. Anything's possible.
I know. Like, I think they can turn their season to do a positive one. Like, end it on a good note.
They can build off this.
End the season on a good note. But I don't see them being a playoff team, especially when you have other teams like the Broncos, the Chargers, the Colts, the Bengals, who I believe are all better teams than the Browns. But what goes in the Browns' favor is that the AFC is weak right now.
Yeah.
There are only 6 teams over 500 in the AFC conference.
That's heavily in their favor.
Yeah.
So
it's not out of the question.
It's just not likely.
Right. I don't see them being one of the teams to pull out of it. The Chiefs are still undefeated somehow, even though having a very non-productive offense. Mahomes leads the league in interceptions with 9 and only 8 touchdowns. Travis Kelce had to wait until Week 8, National Tight Ends Day, to get his first touchdown of the season.
Which is to me, very surprising.
I know. This Chiefs offense is not what we're used to, and the defense is not where we're used to seeing it play.
But
they're playing at a very high level right now with defense.
But just offense seems to be playing by the seat of their I don't know what I'm trying to say. They are not making the plays they should be. Like, we're not used to seeing them mess up this many times.
Yeah.
But they have capitalized when they had to.
And now they have D-Hop.
Yes, which
with Xavier Worthy.
That's like giving Peyton Manning Larry Fitzgerald. I mean,
it's not fair.
It's not.
Could you imagine Josh Allen being like, "We were doing so good"?
No.
And then DeAndre Hopkins goes to the Chiefs, and you just had to sit him like, he was in the market. I know he was available. Why didn't we get him?
We needed him. I can see if I was Kelsey, I'm like, well, there goes my. I'm not gonna get another touchdown in week 16. Arguably the best tight end ever
like
was.
That Mexican actor on The Longest Yard.
Oh.
When they finally get to play. No, we'll never get to play.
What's his name? Give me the ball, quarterback. That's why.
Popcorn.
Oh, God.
That's why you suck. Sit down. But you know who doesn't have a problem on offense?
Lions.
The Detroit Lions, who dismantled the Titans 52-14. Now you're thinking, wow, the Lions with 7 touchdowns in a game, Goff must have had thrown 500 yards. Not the case. In fact, he only recorded 85 passing yards, going 12 for 15 for 266 yards, total offense. What really helped the Lions were turnovers in opponent's territory. Special teams with Khalil Dorsey and Khalif Raymond sealing the show for the Lions.
Oh yeah.
That, like I texted you,
Yep.
I said Khalif
MVP.
Raymond's getting a game ball at the end of
Yep.
this. I'm saying it now.
And that was facts. That's the
Special teams coach got one. Khalif Raymond got the other one. But stealing the show. Other than special teams, the defense.
yes, which is surprising, losing a key component.
Right, losing Aiden Hutchinson.
Who do they put in his place though? I can't remember the name.
They sprinkle people in.
Okay, so
They
they
sprinkle
were
people in.
bringing
It's James
and
Houston,
that's what you should do.
Wingo, like they're getting fresh people in there.
And that's next man up football. I love that. You know,
DJ Reader stepping up.
And
Lee
there's-
McNeil.
there's all kinds of talks about them bringing in the Lions. You know, even though they showed that they don't need to, that they still might bring in like a Myles Garrett type player or the Raiders.
Max Crosby.
Either or. I mean, those are two
That'd be so
finger licking good
So
players.
because you know Max Crosby and Aiden Hutchinson
Oh.
will take pay cuts just to stay together.
It would give me Mighty Duck vibes, the Bash Bros.
Oh, the Bash Brothers.
That would be like the equivalent of that, like Big Brother.
And then
Little
those
Brother,
two would just
even-
build on a third Bash Brother, fourth Bash. We're all Bash Brothers.
That's you know, Lions. You guys know it's my second team. I'm super happy for them though. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
4 takeaways, turning them all into points, which that's why it was 52-14.
That's
So, like,
that's Dan Campbell football right there.
yeah. So, which team do you believe is the best in the NFL right now?
I think if the Lions play the Chiefs, the Lions are gonna stomp the fucking Chiefs.
Yeah. So, like,
So honestly, I'm gonna go out after what they did to my Vikings, and then made the Vikings be so sad to lose another game.
it's so depressing.
I'm gonna say Lions have got to be the top team,
Yeah.
if not top 3.
Because it's easy to go with the undefeated team of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's easy to. But this Lions team has all phases
Yes.
of the game firing on all cylinders.
And it's
Offense, defense, special teams, coaches, like the administrators, the trainers, I don't even know what positions they are, but I see people just walking on like sideline. I don't know what their job title is. I'd like a job title like that and just be on the sideline, just be like dabbing people up after a good play.
I'm pretty sure water boys for the Lions make $50K a year.
Yeah.
I'll be a water boy.
I'll be, yeah.
I'll be the most delicious water boy you ever seen.
I'm like, screw Gatorade, here's some water.
H2O. But it's one thing to be firing on all cylinders on just offense and defense. They're doing on special teams. So
Especially with this new kickoff format, you don't have that aspect.
No.
Take an effect of a game like the
Yeah.
Lions just did.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Rapid fire. The Packers survived another game with a last-second field goal, beating the Jaguars 30-27. Was really pulling for the Jaguars because I like what they did last week. They pulled a win together, and then they come in here with confidence, and they just couldn't pull it off. Jordan Love did pull a groin injury. He tried playing with it, and it just seemed to get worse. Seemed to bother him more and more as he was in there.
Yeah.
Finally, he came out, and Jaheir Alexander, at the end of the game, seemed to be limping pretty badly at the end of that. So hopefully those two players are back healthy next week because they got a tough task in taking on that Lions team.
Yeah, it's gonna go Lions.
Oh, you go ahead.
Kirk Cousins shows up again versus the Buccaneers with 4 touchdowns and 276 yards. What was that last couple of years? You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Good job. Not to spread hate. So good job, man.
Yeah. No.
Rams getting healthy, and they took down my Vikings. My take on the game.
Your take on the game.
Kind of want to be like crickets. They just, it was like
Bum's the word.
they were just, it's like they were running on a slippery slope. They just couldn't get traction for the whole game. I almost want to say it's our offense and defensive schemes. People have caught on to it. It's time to switch it up. Let's maybe not run so much under center.
I was going to say, because the first quarter looked great.
Yes.
Then
First quarter versus
Rams,
Lions too.
Yeah, Rams made a adjustment. We're going to put 7 up on here.
Yep.
We're going to play zone. We're going to mix a little man in there so you don't know it's zone what we're doing. You couldn't do anything after that adjustment.
Nothing. And that's basically what the Lions did too. They changed it up on them. We had an amazing first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Lions came back second quarter. What?
Well, we handed you that good start with that fake punt.
But you know this thing, he owned it. He sat there and owned it.
He owned it, yeah.
So no, I think it showed the Vikings needed a big piece of humble pie. Hopefully going forward, we can,
they got 2 helpings of it.
Yeah, double helpings. No whipped cream, no milk, extra dry.
I was gonna say
they need some milk.
that pie's dry.
Yeah, they got whooped. So hopefully they can bounce back. Who knows? Fingers crossed. Okay. Miami gives up a 10-point lead to the Cardinals with Chad Ryland's game-winning field goal as time expired, which is I like Miami. You know, I like Tua.
Tua's comeback game.
Yeah.
He slid.
He slid.
Tua slid.
He slid. He's gonna make it another one. But like you said before, technical things. Harrison.
Yeah.
He's looking healthy again. He's coming back. He's gonna be like an Justin Jefferson type player in the future, I believe. He's good job, Cardinals, on that draft pick. Eagles. Sorry, I'm a little flustered.
I know you're good.
I hung up on
You're
my wife
good.
on accident. Eagles keep the fire going on offense, taking down the desperate Bengals team with Joe Burrow saying a 10-win season is still in reach.
I mean, technically it is, but he's got to turn that offense on.
What is going on with the Bengals?
I don't know.
They're a good team. When
Very good team.
They're decent.
I think they lost too many players during the offseason,
Yeah.
and they haven't had a chance or the opportunity to plug players back in with those playmaking capabilities.
Because they have weapons, and he's a great quarterback. So
I'm talking about Joe Mixon, who's tearing it up for the Texans right now.
Pouring it up. Bills being the Bills and taking care of business versus Seahawks, who did not have a star wide receiver, DK Metcalf. Yeah.
Understandable. It's like it's hard for Geno Smith to move the ball down the field when you don't have his number 1 target, especially going against a Bills team who has no problem moving the ball down the field.
They can move with the running back, tight end, wide receiver, quarterback, offensive coordinator. they can give it to whoever. I do think
Put the water boy in.
I do think they are a little salty maybe going forward. They did not get the DeAndre Hopkins like you said earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of teams are like, damn, we could have. Because I just all of a sudden it was like Chiefs, Hopkins, they're married. That's how fast it was. I'm like,
it was very fast.
I'm like, you couldn't.
I got the notification. I was like, who was in the running for him?
Yeah, like, wait, why didn't the Lions say something? Why didn't the Vikings? Well, we could have used that. Anyone could have used it, but you know,
I think the Lions are pretty comfortable at wide receiver after seeing what Tim Patrick can do.
They're pretty comfortable at just offense, defense, and special teams in general. I honestly don't want to say it. I think they have a shot this year, like a real, legitimate shot.
They do.
Good job, Lions. Fuck the Vikings.
All right. So who impressed you this week?
Lions special teams.
Yeah, Lions special teams.
And I'm going to say the Commanders. way to not
Oh.
fucking give up. Like, see that man taunt you and then still throw the bomb. You know, that's every fucking, you know, young quarterback's dream to fucking yeet it from, what was he, at the 40, the 50?
He
All
dropped
the-
back to like.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get him mixed up because we watched Lamar Jackson try a Hail Mary, and I think he ran back down to the 30, or it was Jaden Daniels to the
Did you
30.
see that guy? He caught him.
Yes.
I think the sunlight had a little bit of issues, but it was like this. Lamar was like, "What the fuck, man?" He was pissed. He got an earful afterwards because he was wide open.
I don't know, but I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into Jaden Daniels. After coming off that injury, his ribs still, with his ribs, he still stood in the pocket. He still rolled out. He still took hits. He was fighting for that extra yard. He wasn't scared to put it on line. He didn't tap out. Sorry. I would rather see him run out of bounds because I'm starting to get like flashbacks with like RG3 when he had promise being a mobile quarterback for Washington.
I loved
Then
RG3.
he got hurt. He tried rushing, coming back, got hurt again. He couldn't recover. And then finally he couldn't find a job in the NFL until he found a job in the NFL in commentating, and he couldn't even keep that.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand the thing. Like RG3
He could still
was
be
a good
guy.
commentator. Like he's good on the field reporter. The pregame, he knew all the players. You had the inside
everyone liked
scoop.
him.
Like I didn't understand it.
He gave me Reggie Bush vibes.
Yes.
Like, very, likable guy.
Yeah. Who let me down? I'm not going to go with the obvious Anthony Richardson because we already went through it. So I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets as a whole. And this New York Jets team it's not lacking any talent on that roster. They just lack the will to compete, play after play.
Yeah, it's
I know I'm a Lions fan. I know when I see it that giving up on the field, you're not rushing to a tackle every play, you're not fighting for that extra yard, you're not cutting in a route because a game is up. Like you're just not. I know it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've grown up with it.
As a coach,
It is
you
in my
see it,
DNA
yes.
to know when I see a player not giving 100%. That's what I see with almost every Jets player. Line of scrimmage, defensive line, receivers, quarterback, running back, coaches, special teams. I see it everywhere. They don't have the will to compete play after play.
And that's that. I almost feel like
I'm
that
sorry.
starts at the top.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry. You can let me do it. I put it on here
no, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm my team.
because we already hit on it.
Sam Darnold, I did not see being on this side of the show this year, but after that first quarter versus the Rams, he couldn't do anything on third down, and that not only is
Two
that
for
on
seven.
him, that's also the offensive coordinator.
I
But
don't-
this is now his system. This is now, like, don't show us that you're that Carolina Jets quarterback, please. Show us that you are different. Show us, because he was what, number 3 pick overall in the draft?
Mhm.
Show us that you're that talented guy. And bounce back. That's all I'm asking for, just bounce back.
Yeah.
We had these losses, because now we're what, 5-3 now?
5-2.
5-2?
5-2.
We have 5-2
Lost to the Lions.
and lost to the Rams.
Lost to the Rams.
Technically, so you lost to the Lions, you lost to the old Lions.
Oh yeah, I told you last week.
That's what they were
Matt
like.
Stafford is a quarterback that can pick apart your secondary, and he did exactly that.
He did.
Puka Nacua was back. Cooper Kupp was back.
Well,
Like,
His
if
weapons
he
were
has
back.
those weapons,
You called it. You called
take
it.
it back. Take it apart. Take it apart.
So, no, hopefully both offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator with his fancy schemes, and the quarterback, they all
Like,
take their humble pie and just
Yeah.
let's go forward.
it's like after week 8, your disguises are no longer disguises.
No, now they're just, let's throw a different scheme. Let's throw this.
It's like when we see how you line up and then you disguise it,
now,
the quarterback still has 17 seconds to adjust his play
Yes.
to what you're doing, who he's already seen on film, hours and hours of footage, game after game footage, and knows what you are now doing and can counter it. And that's how the Vikings are getting exposed right now. It started with last week. Rams got film of that. They analyzed it. They utilized it. Done.
So, yeah, going forward, hopefully they can
Maybe go to a simple defense and just go man on man, muscle on muscle.
Or do what the Rams did or the Lions did. Come in, maybe show that 8-man front and then zone. Man, don't let them know. That, it's okay to pick up tricks from the trade, but hopefully they bounce back. It'll show character and caliber if they do bounce back. If they lose again, kind of shows what I was fearing in the beginning,
I feel like I didn't want to jinx it because I said last time the Vikings went 5-0, they finished the season 8-8.
Well,
I hope I didn't do that.
But if you did, you did. It's
all
no one's but the Lions or the Vikings' fault and the Lions.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all on
the Lions' curse.
It's all on their shoulders right now. I was gonna say like every team that the Lions have beaten, they have lost the next game.
It's weird.
We're just demoralizing team here in Detroit,
which is awesome.
I love it. Yeah.
So.
It just sucks that it had to start with your Vikings.
Yeah, I prefer not to, but for me, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So, my favorite team lost, my second favorite team won. So,
I know.
Still sucks, but still awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Like when those two teams play, you can't have a bad week.
No, you can't. You're just gonna be sad and.
I'm starting to thinking about picking up 31-2 other teams. That way, I'm never disappointed. NFL weekend.
Well, see, I like the Jaguars too. They're doing a little better,
You like Trevor Lawrence.
I like Trevor Lawrence.
You don't like the Jaguars. You just like to see Trevor Lawrence.
I like their colors. Because I like the Dolphins colors.
I like turtles.
I like Tua. What?
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
That's why I like Maryland.
I like Maryland too with the turtles. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the peaks. Last week I went 13-2. Tyler went 9-6.
Almost similar with the college game.
I know.
You know what? That deserves a high five.
High five moment. How about a crisp high five? Yeah, I'm gonna start putting money on bets. DraftKings.
Ooh, hey. Good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It's just $5 on the game. I make $10.
There you go. Hey, profit, 100%.
All right, let's start with the Texans and Jets. It is in at the Jets. I don't want to say East Rutherford. Is
Jets
that
in
right?
the stadium, or are they open?
It's they share it with the Giants.
Okay.
It's in New Jersey. I believe it's East Rutherford.
I'm gonna go Texans.
Doesn't matter because it's the Texans.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
Who cares?
It's the Texans. Broncos and Ravens.
Ugh, I don't know. This is gonna be tough after that loss.
It's in Baltimore. I'm going with the home team.
I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens ain't gonna lose at home to the Broncos.
I'm gonna go Raiders on this one.
You're gonna go. Oh, Raiders and Bengals is the next one.
Raiders and Bengals.
You just go ahead and take your pick.
Sorry, I'm just taking my pick.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you who's playing. We're just gonna tell you who we're picking.
Yeah, you gotta guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Bengals on this. Joe Burrow at home. After that whiteout game, they usually don't lose when they do that whiteout game, but they did.
So usually,
whatever.
Patriots.
Patriots versus the Titans. I don't know. The Patriots coming off a win, but they got a third-string quarterback. Titans. Mason Rudolph. Calvin Ridley came alive against the Lions.
He did.
That chemistry between Mason Rudolph, Calvin Ridley, it's coming alive.
I'm gonna go Patriots.
I'm gonna go Titans. I think
this is a tough one.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go with the NFC South major matchup of the week: Saints and Panthers in Carolina. Derek Carr coming back.
I'm gonna go
Taking
Saints.
I don't know if he's coming back or not.
Hopefully.
Cowboys and Falcons. Kirk Cousins going against Dak Prescott. Got Bijan Robinson going against Zeke Elliott.
That's a Falcon.
Oh, is that a Dirty Bird?
That's a Dirty Bird.
Do the Dirty Bird? I don't know if this was part of it.
He doesn't know what to do with his hands. I'm going to go Falcons.
I'm going to go with the Falcons.
I do think it's going to be a good game to watch. So.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Lions versus Packers.
Lions.
This is going to be a fast-paced, hard-hitting game, just like we saw with the Minnesota Vikings. This NFC North division are playing for a first-round bye. That's what they are putting on the line every week when these teams in this division go together.
If Love is healthy.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
I hope he is, because I like it when my Lions go against a team when they're at their best.
Yes.
That way there's no excuse. We beat you, full throttle. Like, teams have their best guys out there. We don't. Aiden Hutchinson, I was like, yeah, Packers are going to pass on that if they do win. But taking the Lions.
Next up, we got Dolphins versus Bills.
I don't know what to do here. I mean, obviously, you want to take the Bills. But the Dolphins, Tua's got his first game under his belt. He's got Tyreek Hill. He's got Jalen Waddle. He's got Devin Akane. He's got the weapons that do it. The thing is, it's in New York and Buffalo, outside, in the elements.
Yeah,
it's getting cold.
Well, no, tomorrow will be 80 degrees. What's it supposed to be like the rest of the week?
It's supposed to dip back down.
It is supposed to
Oh, yeah. Like my birthday on Wednesday, it's supposed to be really good. Halloween, cold as shit. And then cold the rest of the week. So I thank you for a beautiful birthday, but can you please give my kids a warm Halloween one year?
Yeah, it's been snowing and raining ever since.
Last year it snowed so bad, I was like, this is bullcrap. Thank God. The neighborhood we went in, there was like parents that are giving out alcoholic drinks, so like the parents to stay warm.
I was judging the parents that were driving around with the slide.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I'm like, well, maybe it's kind of cold. It's a cold 3 mile.
We're walking. We're from Michigan.
Yeah, I was still.
We don't.
I think last year I still wore just a t-shirt and sweatshirt. That was it. I'm gonna go Dolphins. I really like Tua
Bills.
Weapons.
Bills.
It's gonna be a great game because both team has the potential to just walk.
Could be a
down
blowout.
the field. No.
Blowout Bills.
Hell no.
All right, here we go. Chargers and the new Browns.
Going with the new Browns.
Did you see what the Chargers did? It was like Chargers and Saints. It was like a safety and then field goal. There was no touchdown.
No, 0.
It was. So I'm gonna go with the Browns.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, same. I'm gonna give Jameis Winston an opportunity to run this offense and show that he
Yeah. Also, hope everything is good with Coach Jim Harbaugh with the health conditions and everything like that. Full recovery, whatever's going on. They're not saying anything.
Yeah.
I know when his brother John Harbaugh gets pulled out of a press conference, it's serious. It's serious. So, yeah, full recovery for Jim Harbaugh over there in San Diego. LA Chargers? LA?
No, well, is it LA Chargers? Yeah, it's LA Chargers. No, what is it?
San Diego Chargers?
The Chargers.
We're horrible at this.
Sorry. You love us because we're horrible.
Yeah. This is not Sports Center.
No. It's Center Sport.
It's
just
all right, Commanders and Giants.
Commanders.
I'm not taking Danny Dimes at all during this season. I don't.
Danny Dimes.
I know. I got a lot of flack 2 years ago when I called him that when we did the show with my other co-host.
Like I said,
he was like, no, he does not deserve that nickname. I was like, no, I'm just going by what Stephen A. Smith is calling him and other people. And that next week, he just got destroyed. I was like, well, he's now Danny Nichols.
Danny Nichols. Danny Canadian Pennies.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Commanders on this one. Jags and Eagles, Monday Night Football. Nope, not Monday Night Football.
I'm going to go.
Mess that up.
I'm going to go Jags on this one.
Fly, Eagle, fly.
I'm just going to go Jags because they're kind of getting a little...
They do. They go this way, and then they just got their heart broken
I just want to see
against the Packers.
You know, if the Eagles come out not flat, they're gonna destroy them. But if they come out lollygagging, with like
No.
I'm the Eagles,
You have Devontae Smith who's coming off injury, just got his little bit of taste of action back. A.J. Brown coming back, getting a little taste of that action back. He's hungry. They want that ball. And Jalen Hurts is going to give it to him.
Well, Trevor Lawrence is like
Saquon Barkley in the back.
damn, is that what it's like to have weapons? And he's gonna make his weapons. He's gonna will it. He's gonna will his weapons. Made out of clay. Get you.
Like the Power Rangers when they make the enemies out of the clay and then they put them in the thing.
Oh, sorry for the bad Power Ranger music. Mastodon.
It's Monster Toy.
Bears versus Cardinals. So I'm going Jags. He's obviously going Eagles.
Yeah.
Bears versus Cards.
I'm going Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going Cards, especially after the taunt game. Yeah, you guys deserve it.
Shane Stevenson, yeah. I tell you what, he better have a good game.
Yeah,
to
he
back
better,
up.
He better be. Yeah, he better back it up.
He's not giving up any touchdowns. He's going to have 2 or 3 pass deflections.
Yeah.
No penalties against him. Maybe an interception. He better hope for an
If
interception.
he gets a pick 6, I'll forgive him.
Not even that.
Not even that. Damn. Rams. So we're both Cards.
Yep.
Rams versus Seahawks.
What the Rams did to the Vikings,
If-
I'm not going to go away from the Rams after a performance like that. I don't care if it's in Seattle with the 12th man.
Is DK Metcalf out for the season?
He was questionable, and then it came closer to game time because he couldn't practice all week. He got turned down to doubtful. We'll see how this week turns out, if he's going to practice or not.
Okay, I'm going to give a what if. If the Seahawks get DK Metcalf back, I think the Seahawks will squeeze out the Rams. If not, it's going to be the Rams, but count me for the Seahawks this week.
Okay.
Just giving them that's what I think.
All right. Here we go. Colts and Vikings at Minnesota. So you're going to hear a lot of
Skol!
I can do that because the Lions ain't playing them this week.
I think the Vikings are going to bounce back, especially when you got a quarterback that I'm so tired. I think they're gonna bounce back. Hopefully, if they don't bounce back and the Colts whoop them, but I think
I'm gonna take full responsibility for it.
I think he gave him the bad juju, but I think
Juju?
Yeah, bad juju. What's it called? Juju or juju?
Voodoo.
Voodoo. Voodoo.
Voodoo.
Kudu doo.
Oh no, it's like bad juju.
Yeah, juju.
Juju. Yeah.
Bad
Okay.
juju.
Yeah. Hey, I was a little slow.
That's right.
It's apple pie.
It's apple pie.
Apple pie.
Delicious, by the way. Homemade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Vikings. I think they're gonna bounce back, and I think they've got a big dose of dry ass humble pie twice. So
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Vikings with this one. Buccaneers versus the Chiefs. I'm hoping, praying Baker Mayfield lights it up. But he doesn't have his receivers. He doesn't have Mike Evans.
yeah, I hope the Bucs win, but I'm picking the Chiefs.
I'm trying to remember. Chris Godwin
Yeah.
is the other receiver he's not gonna
he's
have.
other all-star receiver.
So yeah, it's Bucs are running a little thin right now, but they played a competitive game against the Falcons.
I'm curious to see how this new acquisition for the Chiefs comes in and where he fits in at it.
I don't know what to do with this because
I'm just curious to see it. I wish I had Madden so I could play.
I want
it.
the Chiefs to lose,
Yeah, I want the Chiefs to
but
lose.
I want to pick a good pick.
Yeah, that's what I said. I hope the Bucs win.
But you can't
But
have
I
best
have-
of both worlds. You can't take.
No. Okay. I'm picking the Chiefs.
Yeah, so I'm picking the Bucks.
But I want the Bucs to win. I want
It's
the
like
Bucs to
I'm
be
picking
fun.
the Bucks, but the Chiefs are gonna.
It's like I'm a Michigan fan, but I chose Michigan State. It's terrible, you know.
Come on.
All
You
right.
get a little Italian
Yeah,
there.
Mamma Mia.
Come on.
Master Choli.
Stromboli. Nope.
Macaroni. Salami. I love salami. Hard salami is delicious.
I don't know what this had to do with
Spear
salami, bro.
fingers. Bring it on.
Those aren't
These
spear fingers.
Are not spear
These
And
are spear
these
fingers.
are gold.
All right. After all that wraps it up for this show. If you haven't already,
Pause.
whoa,
Pause.
whoa, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
We've got a brand new segment in, kind of, where we pick our top 5. This week is running backs.
This week is right. I did not put the quarterbacks in last week.
Nope.
I took it out. I took it out.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I took it out. I was going to do a little side segment, just put it strictly on Facebook.
Okay, yeah. Or even at the end, like a
Technical
bonus
difficulties did not allow me to do that. The app that I use would not allow me to take that short of amount of a clip and move it somewhere else.
Well, maybe,
So-
and we just at the end as a bonus content, we just throw the QB, running back, wide receiver,
Yeah,
at the end.
Yeah, we can do that.
You know, or something. We'll figure it out. But you'll hear what we have to say no matter what. So,
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You go first. I went first last week.
Okay, so number 5.
Now, 5 is being your best, or 5 is being your
No, bottom.
Gotcha.
Working my way up.
Okay.
Marshall Falk.
Okay.
Number
okay.
5.
Little Rams action.
Yeah, little Rams
I like
action.
that.
Like,
I like that.
that's what I grew up
That's
watching.
when
I
it
was like
St.
Kurt
Louis
Warner.
Rams. Oh,
Yeah,
Kurt
yeah.
Warner,
Kurt
I
Warner,
forgot
Marshall
Kurt
Falk.
Warner.
So did I. Until doing this. Yeah, Marshall Falk, number 5. Number 4, Terrell Davis.
Okay.
Terrell Davis has to be in my top 5. That run that he had with the Broncos, with John Elway, that doesn't happen without Terrell Davis. It doesn't happen. Number 3, Emmitt Smith. Dallas Cowboys, staple of my childhood. Whenever Dallas Lions play, it was Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith. Nobody was talking about anyone else. It was the 2 running backs going together. Even though Detroit had Herman Moore, Dallas had Marvin Harris, not Marvin Harris. Yeah, is it Marvin Harris?
No. He was in the longest yard.
Yeah, I know. I did this last time. And I put his name up right here.
Michael. Is it Michael?
Michael Irving.
Michael Irving, yes.
Michael Irving.
Dude.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, dude.
I don't like the Cowboys. I don't pay attention to them, nor do I keep a record of them. But Emmitt Smith is a staple because of Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith, number 3. Number 2, I'm sorry, I'm a Lions fan, but number 2 is Barry Sanders for me. Barry Sanders, I love what he did, but he didn't have that playoff. I couldn't see what he could do in the playoffs. Number 1, on the other hand, Eric Dickerson. I found out what he can do in the playoffs. He's my number 1, Eric Dickerson.
That's a solid 5. I'm going to start off 5, and it's going to go a little weird here. Well, 5, Walter Payton. Dude was a beast.
Okay, were we doing running backs that we've grown up watching, or just of all time, like,
Your
that we
all-time
know?
favorite. Your favorite. Your favorite.
Oh, I was doing like people that I've seen.
I'm.
Oh, okay, my top 5 fucking different.
Yeah, because I'm going by. Yeah,
Okay.
Our top 5 favorite.
All time NFL.
Yeah, all time. You can be whatever. You've never seen him. I've never seen Walter Payton play.
I misunderstood the
I've
assignment.
seen his clips, and he was a beast.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm
Walter Payton.
I'm sorry.
Sean Alexander from the Seahawks. My dad made me watch a lot of Seahawks games, and I liked that he was a utility back like no other. Didn't say he was amazing. He just was solid.
He's in your top 5.
Yeah, you're gonna. It's gonna probably break your heart. Barry Sanders isn't in there. He's like top 6 for me.
Oh, so he's right there.
So.
Sean Alexander over Barry Sanders. You're about the only motherfucker to say that.
Hey, I'm just going like I never. Watched
Including
Barry.
Seahawks fans.
I never watched. I never watched. Yeah. Whatever.
You one of a kind.
Marshawn Lynch.
That's why you here.
Marshawn Lynch. Right there.
Okay, Marshawn
Number
Lynch.
3.
He was close to mine. He was close to mine.
Number 2 is another classic. I only have seen.
Reggie Bush.
No, I do like him. He's in top 10. If we were going top 10, Larry Zonka.
Oh, okay.
Out of the Dolphins.
Yes.
I was big on playing.
That's some old school shit.
I was big on playing NFL Street, and he was one of the ones they could play with. Could not tackle that dude.
Nope. You know who else you could tackle? Mike Allstott.
Never. The fullback.
It just was fullback.
Yeah. I consider him top 10 for me too. Just favorites.
Yeah.
And then my all-time favorite, gotta go with the local Minnesota boy, Adrian Peterson. I loved that man. It's
Put in the comments you want me to find a different co-host.
fine one. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He put Sean Alexander over Barry Sanders and then at his top of the list among all of them. I went just who I watched growing up.
No, I went with
He went all time.
My favorite.
He went all time.
Not who I think is the best. My favorite. My personal favorites. If I was going to go best, it would be.
That's what I
Barry
thought
at
we
one.
were doing.
No, just your
Our
personal
favorites?
Your personal, because
Okay, I did my favorites for growing up. Okay.
I mean, this kind of
We need to get
up.
the criteria down.
This is a
If we're this is a prototype.
yeah prototype. This could all
Prototype
change in
segment.
3 weeks. We might just come down. We might even tell you what happened during the week. We might just give you our top 5s for whatever.
Boom.
You know, I mean, if I was going to go number 1, I feel like the best running back ever was Barry Sanders.
But he's not in your personal top 5.
No. I don't.
Tell me if you understand the logic
Like Emmitt Smith
in
is
what
up there
he
too.
just said.
And then,
In my mind,
and then LT.
Barry Sanders is the number 1 running back. But in my top 5, he's not in it.
It's different. It's different. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to that. We'll come back with. Okay, next week. We'll come back.
Okay.
We'll do the top 5 quarterbacks in our era. We'll think.
Okay.
And we'll do.
Which is
running
what I
backs.
thought we did
Okay,
last
we'll-
week, and then we were continuing it with this week.
You think Dante Culpepper's a top 5 quarterback? No, that was a favorite. That was a favorite for me.
Of us growing up, yeah.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, maybe you should be up there. But we'll revise this next week. We won't have printer paper issues.
No.
We will.
But that was college.
Yeah, but it still cuts into our time.
That's true.
My wife gets fancy. If I got back by 7:30, my wife wouldn't say nothing.
What? It's only 8:30.
Yes, and she needs her time. These are the reasons why I'm late, because I have to stay up late to please her. So we'll do a revised list. We'll do 10. We'll do our
10,
top,
10?
We'll do top 5
Oh.
of our growing up quarterbacks, like that you can remember that were influential, and running backs. Because
Okay, next week we're doing quarterbacks
and running
backs.
and then we'll
of
do
our childhood.
of our childhood, and then we'll do defensive.
I just did mine though, so am I repeating?
Unless you, we just cut this part out. And we'll
Yeah,
pick it
we'll
up
just have
next
you
week.
talking. And then next
we could
week.
just punch this out, and we'll do it properly next week. Because my list is totally different.
So what we're doing, we're not publishing it.
No, not just cut it. We should have ended 30 minutes ago. Because we're on 2 different pages, you know.
I understand. I understand.
So like for me, if this wasn't on, my childhood top 5 would be Marshall Faulk, Marshawn Lynch, LT.
God, about
Yeah, right. Chris Johnson, and then AP.
Chris Johnson maybe had 2 good years. He did nothing after those 2 years.
But like me growing up though, that he was.
Yeah, he had great 2 years.
Because I also remember if I was gonna go probably didn't say this, Brandon Jacobs for the Giants. He was a beast.
Yeah, he had a
Or
good year, but I'm talking about sustained career.
who was the Eagles running back for the longest time?
Eagles?
Yeah, they had to bring back.
Westbrook?
He was decent for the longest time growing up.
Yeah, he was good.
They were like.
What about Tiki Barber?
Tiki Barber was the shit too. Like that's what I'm saying. I forget how old I am when I started watching football.
Right?
I'm like, damn, I was when Tiki and Rondo were apart. Like Jesus.
What about Thurman Thomas?
Fucking. We forgot.
I'm keeping all this in.
We forgot Reggie Bush. We forgot Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush didn't do that much in the NFL.
What was the fucking dude from? I'm just going by people that I remember now. It's like coming back. The guy from the Dolphins.
Ricky Williams?
He was in trouble a lot, but he was
Really?
a beast.
He's like smoking that weed.
He'd be perfect in today's day, NFL.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up here. If you haven't already, go and like, subscribe to the channel. Check out our Facebook page. The link for that will be in the description. We do a lot of updates. Not very much is going on there. Check out our sponsor, Drake Publishing. His link will also be in the description. Hopefully he gets more stuff rolling that we can put out for him, because we love helping him out. He loves helping us. Keep that relationship going. Next week, stay tuned because we got a lot of big games to talk about, college and NFL.
Yeah, big stuff. Big stuff next week.
I'm gonna get him here over a little earlier, hopefully.
So when the wife comes out, you know what?
Is she like a groundhog? Like,
You know
gotta
what?
knock on the door.
Next time, I'm just gonna bring the kid over and hand off to your wife.
Yeah.
Right here, you got it for the next 3 hours. He likes popcorn, Cheetos, and movies.
We got all that.
There you go.
We got all that. We got 4 dogs.
Oh, doggies.
Yeah. All right, but stay tuned for all that next week. We'll see you then.